What kind of programs does this school have? How are the test scores? How many kids do a classroom? Homes.com knows these are all things you ask when you're home shopping as a parent. That's why each listing on Homes.com includes extensive reports on local schools, including photos, parent reviews, test scores, student-teacher ratio, school rankings, and more. The information is from multiple trusted sources and curated by Homes.com's dedicated in-house research team. It's all so you can make the right decision for your family. Homes.com. We've done your homework. You don't just live in your home. You live in your neighborhood as well. So when you're shopping for a home, you want to know as much about the area around it as possible. Luckily, Homes.com has got you covered. Each listing features a comprehensive neighborhood guide from local experts. Everything you'd ever want to know about a neighborhood, including the number of homes for sale, transportation, local amenities, cultural attractions, unique qualities, and even things like median lot size and a noise score. Homes.com. We've done your homework.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer, he hears things differently. To the untrained ear, everything on his shop floor might sound fine, but he can hear gears grinding or a belt slipping. So he steps in to fix the problem at hand before it gets out of hand. And he knows Grainger's got the right product he needs to get the job done, which is music to his ears. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Welcome to the Men's Room Appy Hour, broadcast exclusively on Odyssey. Let the shenanigans begin.
Oh, Michelle, welcome to Men's Room Appy Hour. Episode number 14. Thank you for joining us exclusively on Odyssey and the Odyssey app.
Are you killing my applause, man?
Nope. I am mixing things appropriately because I'm a
Ladies
sound
and
engineer.
gentlemen, the one and only Veggie Dog, Jason's in the house.
See? That's what it should be like. Yeah. You're welcome.
Yeah. A couple of programming notes before we get into the podcast. Keep in mind, tomorrow, that would be the 15th, there's a bar called Lenny's Place in Tangletown. Where in the hell is Tangletown, you might ask? If you are near Green Lake.
Over by there.
Yeah, it's over there. If you're by Green Lake, it is on the east side of Green Lake, up on the hill.
Yep.
It is a very small, little, quaint community.
And it is aptly named, which you'll understand when you see the streets up there.
Our buddy Dave, who used to work down at Elysian, he was one of the founders down there.
Big Dave.
Yeah, Big Dave. He opened up a bar up there as well. It used to be an old Elysian brewery, but he owns that. Across the street from there is a place called Lenny's. Now, Lenny's is the old school neighborhood bar. Think pool tables. Think nothing has changed. The Schlitz clock on the wall is the same one that's been there for 70 years.
Because they make better clocks than beer.
And it still works. It still works. Think traditional bar food. Once a year, what they do is they take a keg of beer and they take all of the proceeds from that keg and they give it to a charity. So this year at Lenny's, they've decided to do the Black Raven Men's Room IPA.
All right. This crowd is very enthusiastic.
Yep.
Very enthusiastic. Guys, calm down.
They're giving 100% of the proceeds to the Fisher House.
Right on.
So if that draft beer is $6 or $7, 100% of it goes to charity. So if you get a chance, you're in the neighborhood, stop by Lenny's Place, help them kill that keg, and we can support our 3 local Fisher Houses.
Which is cool of them to do. Quick side note to that.
And that's all day, whenever they're open, too. It's no special time.
I'm going to swing there around 5 o'clock. There's a ton of shit going on this weekend, but I'm going to swing by there about 5 o'clock, probably hang out 5:45 or so, because then I have another engagement over at Poor Decisions in Ballard, more or less. This is the air guitar, and so this is the air guitar competition, which might sound stupid, but it's a lot of fun. Air guitar competition, and we basically whittle it down where the winner of this particular competition then goes on to, oh man, is it like Sweden or Switzerland? One of those two places for the international air guitar championship, and they win money and all the rest of the stuff. It's crazy, right? So I judged it 2 years ago, missed last year. I'm back on the judges panel this year. This will be
they
our second
invited
time.
you back.
They invited me back. I'll be there with Kyle Court, our former promotions director. Doing that. So look, if you're not doing anything else, I promise you it's a good time, because whatever you're imagining, it's more than that. These people, cool. I did not realize how serious people were going to take it. So they asked me a few years ago, would you do it? I'm like, Why the hell not? So I go in there and I'm sitting down. We had Glenn Cannon, not Glenn Campbell, Miles, but Glenn Cannon.
Oh.
Yes. One of the other judges.
Well, I guess that's kind of exciting then, too.
So we see the contestants walk in, and, they're just normal-looking people. Then they all disappear for a while as we're ramping up to the beginning of the event. And it is like KISS has changed into their makeup. These people put it on. They have these well-rehearsed routines, man, and they come out. And
is it one song per contestant?
So the way we did it the first time, it's kind of cool. I want to say they had 30 or 45 seconds. You get at least 2 rounds. And it was something that they had prepared. All right? And they went up there, and so they got their moves down. It moves with the beat, all these just crazy shit that they do, but it's a lot of fun. If you move on from that round, I think maybe everyone did. I'm not 100%. But then you had a 30-second guitar solo clip that someone else has picked.
Oh, so impromptu.
Now you have to go impromptu, right? So they would give them like 5 seconds to hear what it is so they know the song. And then they're on the spot, man. And it was awesome to watch these people. But I will say this. If you're one of the contestants or you want to be one of the judge, well, not a judge, but out in the audience, the people that do the worst at air guitar are guitar players.
Well, yeah.
Because there's no showmanship. They're so locked in on actually playing the notes. And so we had a girl there 2 years ago. She was fantastic. But when she was done, and it is weird because it's like American Idol. You got to speak out loud to them. So you're trying not to crush their spirit or break their heart. But I said, your biggest problem is that you obviously play guitar. And she goes, oh, yeah, I do. I said, and I'm guessing you play it very well. She goes, well, I've been playing it like 15 years. I said, the problem is it shows. Air guitar is different than guitar because when you play air guitar, you were rocking out in a way that is physically impossible to pull off on stage.
Yeah, you got like 20 strings.
You got 20 strings. You can play the guitar from any angle you want, behind your head, with your teeth, with your boobs, you name it. You're just playing guitar, and I can tell you're good, but you're not a good air guitarist.
Apparently, there's a couple of NASCAR drivers that just suck at actually driving. They've been in more accidents and wrecks and rear-ending people and everything else. So that goes to show. One more event we want to tell you about. This goes down at the Lime in Kirkland next Saturday, the 22nd. We're having a Men's Room World Tour stop there. We will have the sausage, we'll have the salsa, and, of course, we'll have the Men's Room IPA from Black Raven Brewing. We'll be at the Lime in Kirkland from 2 until 4.
That is correct.
We've got a bunch of
officially
special things playing for you today. We have a Miles Montgomery swan crabbing booth. So if you want to walk up and grab my swan,
that is happening.
And then I'm going to sneeze. That'll be available as well.
That explains the expense for the promotional decorations to actually create a booth.
And actually, latex gloves.
They were excited because it took the dung tank away. So they're going to.
Will there be a plexiglass screen to keep people from getting coated in your sneeze there, Miles?
What it is?
Yes, that's the part they're worried about, Mike.
It's basically you don't see me. It's just a glory hole.
I was going to ask.
You reach through the hole, and then I put my penis in your hand.
So my question is, how do we know it's you?
You don't.
Because it could be like David Copperfield.
Well, look, if I'm sneaking out
if it's David Copperfield,
if I'm sneaking out,
I don't think that's the best comparison you want to go with.
If I'm sneaking outside for a smoke, I got a stunt penis. So I bring in, I volunteer, I go up and say, hey, someone at the bar, could you stand back there and let people grab your penis? This cigarette will take about 4 minutes. I'll be right back.
You got it, buddy.
All right, cool. So, and then you get to judge at the very end.
Is this dry contact, or are we talking about, do you prep the hand for...
No, you just stick your hand in there. I stick my dick right in your hand.
All right.
I'm going to snap it with a rubber band.
This is the first time it's ever been done in radio history as far as a promotion, especially to benefit charity.
I bet it'll be the last time, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to poke it with a paper clip.
That's right.
Zap! But it has to surprise you, correct?
Someone's got one of those buzzers that you used to get. Like,
oh, yeah. When you shake hands.
In your hands.
In the right circumstance, that might be all right, man.
That's you.
I might use Icy Hot.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Okay, so tomorrow is or Sunday's Father's Day. So that's another thing going on. Real quick here.
For God's sake.
Mike's been at home all week, so we haven't really got to plan everything. So I was thinking that today we would do some father songs. All right.
All right.
In honor of Father's Day on Sunday. So here's a couple of options. Here is a banger right here. Eric Clapton, "Tears in Heaven."
I don't really.
Oh, now this is a song about. This is a. It's a not really upbeat song for Friday, but yes, it is about.
It sounds terrible.
It's about being a father.
He's such an asshole. I don't care.
Next up, we have "Cats in the Cradle" from Harry Chapin.
Always a win.
Yeah,
solid choice.
It's a song about a little boy who really didn't have a dad. Well,
he did.
He did have a dad, but the dad was never there.
Kind of an absentee father.
Yeah.
Too busy working.
Right, and then he had a son.
Maybe the kid sucked.
Yeah.
Did anyone ever fucking think about it? It's always about how the dad wasn't there.
Okay.
Maybe he's like, my son's a dick.
But then this son grows up to be a man,
just
man
like
of his
Dad.
own.
Yeah.
And guess what? He's a dick to his kid.
That's what I'm saying. He's an asshole
Yeah,
too.
yeah. See, that represents a
Which
lot of
means
Father's Day. I mean, I'm
his
sure that's
dad
relatable.
that he's bitching about probably also had an absentee. Look, they're assholes from generations. But when they do the ancestry 1, 2, whatever the fuck it is, it's like we don't know much about your heritage, but we do know that every male that had a child was an asshole.
Well, it's kind of like carrying on a family tradition, right? If you're the son of a bully who's the son of a bully who's the son of a bully, chances are you're going to be a bully as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, why not?
Well, we have Mike and the Mechanics of Living Years. It's a wonderful story about a man absolutely fucking can't stand his dad. But he sings, about while he was alive, what a dick he was. So we can,
and sadly, it's one of those songs where you enjoy the song and then you actually listen to the lyrics like, Jesus.
I don't know if you've noticed the theme here, but mom songs a little bit more gentle as far as the writing is concerned.
Does anyone have a song like basically my mom was a bitch? Because you're right.
No.
If you shit on a parent, you shit on dad.
No. There's no.
No,
there's
because
got to be
even
one.
Tupac with
Even
Dear
if you-
Mama,
look,
that was a tribute to his mom.
Now
for-
wait, is this because look, there's always a mama's boy or there's a daddy's girl, but rarely is there a daddy's boy.
Although,
do you know what I mean?
What about
So-
LL Cool J? Because Mama said knock you out.
Yeah, but he seemed enthusiastic.
The
about
only
it.
controversial mother song, to be
Mother?
honest with you. Well, I mean,
no.
that's actually pretty great.
Pink
song.
Floyd.
Well, that was more inquisitive. Mommy, will they drop the bomb? He was
Yeah,
just
that's a
asking
kid
his
who's
parents.
scared.
The
Look,
only,
there's not the plane
the only
in the
one. There's
sky.
one mother song that's somewhat incestuous. So that's probably the only one that we would not play on like a Mother's Day or whatever.
Which one?
Mama told me not to come.
Oh my God!
Three
Dog Night.
Yeah. That's. I mean, it depends on what you're into. In West Virginia, they played that all the time.
Well, of course, because when you're there, you're family.
Yeah, they just hold on. She's saying, "Hey, don't do it yet. I'm not there yet. Give me 5 more minutes, baby."
I do not want to see your porn search history.
Sure.
You eat pussy worse than your
Okay.
daddy.
I think I've got them though. How about these two? So we could
Words
do,
you hope
yeah.
to never hear.
We could do "Papa Don't Preach" from Madonna, which is a shitty song. It's never going to win.
What was he bitching about? Like she was pregnant or something? Like what was
She's
he?
in trouble to eat Papa Don't Preach. I made up my mind. I'm keeping the baby. So Papa Don't Preach at me. Yes.
Oh, he wanted her to. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we
yeah.
have.
Well, how
two-
old was she?
I don't know. It's
Look,
Madonna.
man, 'cause I would say
14?
this, like Little Mermaid. I did not see it when it came out. I only saw it maybe 2 or 3 years ago, right? It's the kids. But only thing I'd heard from that movie is, well, Dad's kind of a dick. And so I'm watching this movie, and I'm like, so Dad's a dick because he doesn't want his 16-year-old daughter to marry a different species of human being that she's never even spoken to, but just wants to have sex with him because she thinks she's hot. I kind of sided with Dad.
Yeah.
He's not being mean. He's like, hey, if my daughter came home and said, Dad, I met a gorilla that I want to marry, I'm going to be like him. No, you're not going to do that.
Right, we don't need to go Old Testament here, where men and sheep are, partners. I
Sure.
mean, let's come on. We've advanced.
I think I've got it. I think we do James Brown. Papa got a brand new bag.
Love it.
And Temptations. Papa was a Rolling Stone.
There you go.
What do you think about that, Mike? Does that fit through the castle no filter?
I think he'll go for it. Yeah.
All right. Because I think those are the best two options.
How can you
seriously,
argue with James Brown or the Temptations?
You can't. And,
No.
and basically, those are the two most upbeat and positive kind of
Mother
dad
songs.
songs.
But if I had to pit two against each other, if I wanted one to definitely win, it would be James Brown, Papa's Got a Brand New Bag, versus Madonna, Papa Don't Preach. Because I want a landslide victory.
We're not. I mean, we could put that up there, but it's just a fucking gimme.
That's my point.
Yeah, it's not.
Yes.
It's not worth
I want to
doing that.
stack the deck. Let's go.
Originally, that song was Papa Don't Preach, I'm Keeping My Armpit Hair. I don't know if you saw those pictures of her nude pictures when they released them. I'm just like, Jesus.
Another
God.
one of those. Okay, we do have an incestuous dad song.
Oh.
Because there's some honorable mentions on here. Holly Dunn. Do we know who Holly Dunn is?
I believe she's country.
All right. She's got a song called Daddy's Hands. I don't even want to know the lyrics.
Yes, she is country, and I know the song.
okay.
And no, it does not mean that
Oh.
you sick
Well,
West Virginia transplant.
Look, don't judge a book by the cover, but all I've got is the artist and the title.
Yeah, I mean, what are we supposed to think?
There's another one from Dolly Parton, Daddy, Come and Get Me. I don't know if that's one that we should play or not.
I know you're having sex right now, but when you're done, can you pick me up?
Get me.
Damn.
Yes, come and then get me.
No, come on, no.
You don't know.
No, you don't.
You
It's
don't,
also
look.
Come On Home Girl or Come On Home Girl.
Yeah, I think it's come on,
Miley
homegirl.
Cyrus wrote a song called I Learned From You, which is apparently about kissing. I guess that's what. Dad says I kiss French kiss the best.
I thought it
Well,
was how to
he's-
French inhale a cigarette.
He just is now getting divorced from his third wife.
I know.
So I mean, what? Maybe she really didn't learn as much as she.
Yeah.
No, wait. Now, why am I going down this road?
I don't know.
But she was
Oh,
only
you
married
you had an interesting take the other day in a corporate meeting on Father's Day. I guess what were you talking to Eric Powers or who were you meeting with when you were discussing?
Oh yeah, no, that was our promo meetings for Father's Day. Yeah.
Okay, so is this for our station or is this
No,
for the
it's
other
for
station?
Hot and for Sound. I can't
So
remember
Hot
which it was.
103.7, which is
Yeah.
our throwback hip hop station.
Yeah.
And what was the other one?
94 on the Sound.
94 on the sound, which is our easy listening.
Easy listening, AC, all the songs you know, feel good at work.
And what did you
station.
guys come up with as far as a Father's Day promotion for that?
We ended up going with for Hot it was a good Father's Day weekend because we're giving away Ice Cube tickets.
Oh, okay, very cool. Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That is a good day.
Yeah.
And what
You
about
should
for
do the
sound?
same at the Sound.
The Sound we ended up going with a Dads and Grads weekend where you can win tickets for Dad and your son or daughter, the graduate, to go see Niall Horan, who is from One Direction, for the kid,
Yes,
and
for the
for
kid.
Dad. Train and REO when they
Oh,
come to White River Amphitheater.
all right.
Now I would be
I
down
would-
for Train and REO all day
Hey,
long.
if you want to go, I'll go to that.
yeah,
show.
I think they're both great shows.
I've seen Train. I know you hate him, Steve, but I think they're pretty good.
I don't hate them. I just think they
They just
suck.
had a
But they
founding-
seem like nice
founding
people.
member pass away. But I've never seen REO Speedwagon. Everything I've heard about them is they fucking kick ass.
It's REO Speedwagon.
I mean, how can you go wrong with REO
Yeah.
Speedwagon? That might be something that gets
Yeah.
me down to White River.
yeah.
REO fucking Speedwagon. So anyway, you guys were talking about Father's Day, and what was your sentiment?
Oh, right. I said this was a couple weeks ago. I said, well, listen, I get.
What kind of programs does this school have? How are the test scores? How many kids to a classroom? Homes.com knows these are all things you ask when you're home shopping as a parent. That's why each listing on Homes.com includes extensive reports on local schools, including photos, parent reviews, test scores, student-teacher ratio, school rankings, and more. The information is from multiple trusted sources and curated by Homes.com's dedicated in-house research team. It's all so you can make the right decision for your family. Homes.com. We've done your homework.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer, he hears things differently. To the untrained ear, everything on his shop floor might sound fine, but he can hear gears grinding or a belt slipping. So he steps in to fix the problem at hand before it gets out of hand. And he knows Granger's got the right product he needs to get the job done, which is music to his ears. Call, click Granger.com, or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
It's warming up, folks, and about time to turn on your AC unit and cross your fingers. Or you can give up that moment of truth and switch to an American Standard heat pump system like I did. My place is on Comfort Autopilot thanks to American Standard. Energy efficient and reliable, my heat pump keeps things cool like the Arctic in the summer. And with energy incentives, I was able to save. Ready for the future of comfort? Learn more at AmericanStandardAir.com/electrification.
Two fucks about Father's Day because my dad's been dead for 7 years.
Right. Okay. So that's right. And then Eric.
I like how
Powers-
you bring sunshine into
Eric
the
Powers
and then
chimed into the
Eric,
program.
and then Eric didn't chime in. He just started laughing and said, "Eric knows how I feel. His dad's been dead for like 3 years."
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Steve.
So we just said that Father's Day we don't care, but Eric's got kids.
Steve's
so.
dad's still alive.
Yeah, well,
My
no,
stepfather, my dad's still
I'm
alive.
I was being
Mike's
subjective.
Mike's father.
I was being
still
subjective
alive.
to my own situation, not to anyone else's situation. I'm very happy for everyone who has a father. I just do not.
But here's the thing. My wife she texted me today, what do you want to do for Father's Day? Mike, you're the only person that will appreciate this, but I said, I want to watch the fucking UFL championship game.
What time
That's
does
what
that
I
come on?
want to fucking do.
Exactly.
I don't know
Hey,
yet. So
Happy Father's Day, Dad.
but knowing that the kids get all excited about it, and that's what makes it worthwhile. The kids are still young enough that they make it, it matters
Is
to
Birmingham
them.
just going to kick their
So,
ass?
no, we're not just kick their ass.
Because
But
they lost to the
I
other
just
team.
said, look, man, well, there's the one team to beat them, and they beat the shit out of them. They understand.
Why don't you just take them to Family Fun Center like you've done in the past, and then go to Red Robin for?
It depends on the time, man.
Sure,
I'm
yeah.
watching the fucking game.
All right.
Period.
That's
and I
fair.
told her we can do something before, we can do something after. If it comes on, say 3, well, the day's gone. Sorry, man.
Well, and Miles, you're an absentee father. No, I shouldn't. That's wrong. Your kids are out of the country.
I
So-
know that my daughter's back. Kate came back.
Oh, nice.
A couple weeks ago.
Oh, right on. So I'm assuming you'll be seeing her for Father's Day.
Yeah, she's coming down later on. I think we're gonna. In my mind, I want to do chicken wings and pizza. But
Yeah.
if she wants to go out for dinner, I don't give a shit. Whatever. I mean,
It's your day.
Yeah, but that means I got to cook. So I would make the pizza. I would make the chicken.
Yeah, but
wings. It's
you
not the
also
biggest
like
deal
to
in the
do
world.
this because you're also
Not,
kind of an
not
OCD
on, not,
freak
not,
in
not
the
on,
kitchen.
not on fucking Father's Day.
Okay, all right,
You know
that's
what I
fair.
mean?
Yep.
But you don't also want to go out. Mm-hmm. But typically Mother's Day is the one where people go to restaurants because mom is the
It's
cook.
a brunch fest.
Mom
Yeah.
is the cook.
No, it's because moms have demands. I have no demand
Right.
at all. And credit my kids. I already know they love me. I already know they appreciate me. This day, I feel like is their version of Valentine's Day. Like, look, guys, there's no added pressure on them. But because 7 days a week, they're glorious children. They're wonderful. We're all very close. We're all very tight. Like, you don't need to go extra for me on Father's Day because you guys are pretty fucking outstanding every day of the week.
You have said recently on said airwaves that you and your son have been playing catch a lot more
Absolutely.
outside. Now, if he asked you, hey, Dad, much like from Field of Dreams, want to play a game of catch on Father's Day, would that pull on the heartstrings?
It absolutely
a bit more?
does.
Okay.
But with him, it's just because he wants to play catch.
Yeah.
But if he asked during the UFL championship game, no.
Did your
I mean,
dad,
I'm sorry, man.
Did
you
your dad
gotta
ever
win.
ask you to play catch?
Yeah, my dad. Yeah,
did?
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
good.
No, my dad. I have my dad's baseball mitt at home here in Seattle that he played baseball with, and it was
How much different is it from a newer glove?
so completely different.
Is it really?
Yeah, because I don't know if you guys remember these old auto parts stores called Western Auto.
Yeah.
These are like 30s, 40s, 50s. The where my dad grew up, you got everything there. You got your wagon was the Western Auto wagon, not a radio flyer wagon, but everything that
Hardware
you had,
general store.
Hardware general store. Yeah, and it was a great throwback, and I used to go in there as a kid, but I was doing the research on this glove when my mom gave it to me 7 or 8 years ago after my dad died, and it's a specific glove from, I believe my dad was born in 36, so this has to be 1946, 1947 glove, and I mean, he kept it in an old wooden toolbox in our garage, and he pulled it out every now and then to play catch, but it was always in there. So
Think of all the errors that glove has seen through the years.
absolutely, but I mean, it's great to have it. The smell, there's nothing like that old musty leather smell. I mean, it's
Are the Mariners in town this weekend?
they're in town right now.
I know they're playing.
They're playing the White
They
Sox.
just got done with the White Sox.
Right.
But I don't know if they're in town this
I
weekend.
don't know, Mike.
They're in town all weekend long. They're finishing up with the White Sox today, and then they got the Rangers all weekend long.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
But all that said,
Well, I'm saying that's never a bad call
No.
for a dad to end up at the ballpark if that's what they're in. If they're,
if
like
they're
baseball.
showing the UFL championship game. Look, there's a theme, man.
Well,
I've been waiting all goddamn season, and I'm actually irritated that it's on Father's Day because people are just poking from the outside to see what I want to do. But when I say what it is I want to do, this is not a good enough answer. And I'm like,
Of course it's not.
Well, then we're at an impasse. But I will say one of the glorious things about having children, it even happened to me this morning. I am asleep, and I am awakened by the sound of my son. He's out in the hallway, but he's yelling for me. So I said, Dad! Hey, man, what's up? It's honest guy conversation. Does everyone take a dump when they get up in the morning? That's pretty universally, yeah. Then I realize he's been arguing with his sister and says, You hear that? That's exactly what I'm talking about. Her response was, I'm sure that's true for some people. What is the issue? He's bitching that she's taking too long to get changed in the bathroom. So I said, dude, just take a shit in my bathroom. I regretted that decision, but it got me out of bed. He walked out of there, and I'm like, I'm going to get up now to get away from that stink, man.
My ex-wife had the same issues that your daughter has or had or is moving through.
Yeah.
So when I started
What
dating
kind of issues?
my ex-wife, when I started dating her, pooped like 3 times a week. In the course of 7 days, we only pooped 3 times a week. And I said, you do understand that is not healthy. There's something wrong with your gut, and I said, how is it when you finally do take a dump? She said, oh, it's terrible. It's painful. I said, go to the doctor. There's something wrong with you. Right.
Mike, what are you doing with your dad on Sunday? You guys hooking up at all?
No real plans at this point.
Oh,
to be
some
honest with
son you are.
you. Yeah, I know. He's probably hanging with his other family. I don't know.
Wasn't there another song called like "No Son of Mine" from Genesis?
Yes, it is Genesis. You're no son of mine. Yes.
I should keep researching this.
You
before
really
this
should, because
afternoon.
that's one that I'd put up against James Brown as well, and it will handily lose.
All right. Okay, there you go. Keep in mind, tomorrow, all day at Lenny's Place in Tangletown, whenever they open to whenever they close, we're going to have a keg of men's room IPA, and all the proceeds go to the 3 local Fisher houses. Every dime from that fucking beer on that entire keg goes to charity.
Yeah, I love that.
So that is an awesome thing they're doing. And then, of course, the Lime in Kirkland on Saturday the 22nd from 2 until 4. But until then, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. We'll talk to you next week.
Yeah, normally this is my opportunity to say fuck everyone today. Fuck everyone who's not a dad.
Yay, that's me.
Yeah, exactly.
The Men's Room has been taped before a live studio audience. Wardrobe and makeup provided by Mantastic Limited. This has been a presentation of the Men's Room Radio Network.
Oh, man!
A Double Flush production.
You don't just live in your home. You live in your neighborhood as well. So when you're shopping for a home, you want to know as much about the area around it as possible. Luckily, Homes.com has got you covered. Each listing features a comprehensive neighborhood guide from local experts. Everything you'd ever want to know about a neighborhood, including the number of homes for sale, transportation, local amenities, cultural attractions, unique qualities, and even things like median lot size and a noise score. Homes.com. We've done your homework.
It's warming up, folks, and about time to turn on your AC unit and cross your fingers. Or you can give up that moment of truth and switch to an American Standard heat pump system like I did. My place is on Comfort Autopilot thanks to American Standard. Energy efficient and reliable, my heat pump keeps things cool like the Arctic in the summer. And with energy incentives, I was able to save. Ready for the future of comfort? Learn more at americanstandardair.com/electrification.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.